Ladies and gentlemen, the UFC returns to the world-renowned Apex Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. No better way to combat an amazing weekend in Seattle with a ruckus crowd than a return to the good old Apex. But this is a good card. Headlined by bantamweights Manel Kape versus Almabayev on short notice. I'm going to give you my full predictions for the entire card and breakdown, trying to move as quickly as I can because I tend to ramble. I'm actually going to start at the main event, then work my way to an early prediction. Timestamps are down below. Feel free to skip around. I urge you to watch the full video. Share this to somebody. I know they'll enjoy it just like you did. Let's get right into the main event. We got Manel Kape versus Almabayev. Manel Kape's coming off a crazy performance. I was there live when Kape he styled on Silva. Crowd was electric. I feel bad for Bruno. I didn't have Bruno to win, but I wanted Bruno to win because Kape gets on my nerves. Okay, thing about Kape, he loves to showboat and style against okay competition, but when the matchups are stiff and competitive or a little harder than he thought they were going to be, none of that shit. He did none of that against Muhammad Mokaev. Did none of that against Felipe Santos. Felipe Lopez. My shoot the box brother. Real thin guy. Felipe Santos. Come on, man. Y'all know who I'm talking about, man. Sure notice. Shoot the box. Shout out to bro. And don't tell me, bro. Oh, man. Broken toe, man. Tell that to 230-pound Alex Pereira who used that same foot to smash niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching that word. Smash people. I was heavy on the Sue, though. But his last performance against Nicolau was kind of deterring to me. It could have been an outlier performance with things behind the scenes that I don't know about, but his output was strangely low. He did have a knockdown in that fight, but his output was strangely low. His takedowns were just okay. I'm used to Sue being high output, variety of attacks on the feet, dominant takedowns, fast takedowns. If we get that, I think there's no way Manel doesn't freeze up a bit. The fight is short notice for Sue. Manel is a championship caliber. I think Manel, although won't become champion, I don't think he becomes champion. I think he only will lose to championship caliber fighters from this point out. So we'll learn a lot about Almabayev. Still young, super young in his career. I believe in his early 20s. I could be wrong about that. I'm not about to look it up. Who cares? I'm picking Manel, but an Asu win would not surprise me at all, and I honestly want an Almabayev win. But to be honest, Manel Kape win is probably better for the division, more entertaining fights. I get that. Better story. I get that. Just gets on my nerves. Moving on to the co-main. Nasty work. I mean, some people are defending this, but come on, man, stop. All the people defending this just like Cody, which is cool, but my boy Esteban should have been a co-main. We'll get to him later. That's my dog. Cody comes forward with bombs. Big media. Big lots of shoot takedowns. LIQ. Questionable fight ending sequences. Untrustable. Unpredictable. Julian is most likely kill or be killed. Big me. All right, you get it. Coming off of 2 KO losses back-to-back, though, I really couldn't care less about this fight, to be honest. I'll pick Cody, but I'm staying away from it at all costs. I won't bet it at all. Moving on to the go. Esteban Ribovics versus Nazareth. I'm not finna say that shit. Look, my boy Esteban, look. The title run continues. My boy Esteban. I'm picking Esteban. I'm betting Esteban. My boy Esteban. Look. Put himself on the map against Daniel Zellhuber at UFC Noche. Fight of the night. In a fight that I picked Esteban, betted Esteban for some plus money. Look, some people still don't recognize him, man. In my book, he's the best unranked lightweight who has been fighting nothing but dangerous opponent after dangerous opponent. And now we got to deal with Nazareth. But it's cool, though. Nazareth, he's a good striker. You know, high volume, amazing takedown defense. He likes to keep fight standing. Can be hit, though. But he wants to push a high pace. But if you get in this guy's face, you can fold him, man. Esteban's nasty in the pocket. Beautiful hooks. Nasty power. Tough. A dog. Can grapple. Great submissions. Imposes his will. Never backs down. Never what? You know what I'm saying? Nazareth just isn't dangerous enough. Esteban all day. Sit back and enjoy the show. I'm telling you right now, he's in the casual parlay. That's my dude. The title one. It's starting. You know what I'm saying? Now we got UFC debut. Mario Pinto versus Austin Lane. UFC debut, Mario Pinto. Good striker on the feet. Likes to be technical. Austin Lane likes to clinch and grapple. Smudge a bit. Wasn't Nurmagomedov against Robelis to Spain. Wasn't just smudging. Was actually dominating him, taking him down. Austin Lane's takedowns aren't necessarily deadly. And Mario has good takedown defense. And top pressure. Can probably reverse positions. Mario isn't the most defensively sound, but I don't believe Austin is a guy to make him pay for something like that. I'm rolling with Mario. I have PTSD with UFC debuts, but I may parlay him. We'll see. Moving on, we got Hyder, Amil. First of all, bets drop Wednesday. Casual parlay and official bets drop Wednesday. Come check me out. Look, man. People forget, man. And Brito is a monster, man. Shoot the boss brother. Nasty marauder. Big bombs and kicks. Big power. Great grappling. And William avoided all that shit and danced around the octagon like a fairy. Look, I felt that Brito could have gotten the nod. But at the end of the day, when Brito was the one pushing, because he was pushing the pace, he was trying to bring the fight to William, but he really wasn't landing significant enough punishment. William's not going to give you a highlight reel. You know, he's not going to give you too many oohs and ahs, but he's going to dance. He going to stick. He going to be rangy. He going to move. Low volume. He can grapple if he needs. He has really good takedown defense as well. Hyder and Amil Hyder is a good, he's riding some momentum in his career. He's 2-0 in the UFC, 2 finishes, 2 KOs. Earned a contract from the Contender Series. Good power. Won his last 2 fights, maybe even more, and on the regionals. Like, he's a lot of momentum in his career. I believe 34 years of age. Good power. Okay wrestling. Overall tough guy. But the pick is William. I think he's just going to be able to just make Hyder miss a lot. Defend his takedowns. May get held against the fence a little bit, but stick and move. Patient. Not very dangerous, but can hurt you. You know, he likes to pick. He likes to place. And until he starts fighting these guys who are equally as skilled as him and are dangerous, then with higher volume, then that's when we'll start picking against him. But until then, we're rolling with William Gomis. We got Danny Barlow versus Sam Patterson. These odds are mighty wide, ain't it? Danny's a patient striker. He picks his shots wisely in order to let the finish find itself. He has a lot of finishes, but he lets them find themselves. He's not just coming out there marauding guys. He doesn't want to get into a firefight. He likes to keep it clean. Good takedowns as well, good control. Sam, unfortunately, cannot rely on that length in this fight because Danny matches him. Actually, Danny's longer. So, throw that out the window, right? But he's a tricky customer on the ground. I'm not going to lie. However, he can be taken down. He loves his BJJ, but he can be taken down. He keeps it simple on the feet, stays long. He likes to box. I think Danny's more dynamic and can stay safe if he is on the ground. On top, on his back could be tricky. But I'm going to pick Danny Barlow to win the striking exchanges. And I think we can see Sam trying to pull off weird submissions, kind of home run, last resort type of submissions. And I don't think he's going to be able to catch Danny. I think Danny should win this fight. Now we got Ramos versus Kape Mariscal. Haqparast is real diverse, man. Good kicks. Good from range. Super slick jits. Coming off a win against Josh Coulibaly in a fight that Josh was literally in complete control of, but was dumb and gave up positions. Like, are we surprised, though? I'm not really surprised. I mean, this is why we don't ever put money on Joshua Coulibaly. Like, he's been banned. Actually, I think I had Ramos plus 3.5 when they fought. Because I knew Josh would do something dumb and give up a round. And he did. Anyway, Ricardo is tough. He can take some punishment. Only way I know that is because, well, he gets punished. He gets punished. Like, you only know a guy is tough because they get hit with some shit. You know what I'm saying? But Kape is all the things. Kickboxing world champion. BJJ world champion. Wrestled in his earlier days. Can fight anywhere. Good pressure. Imposes his will. Getting in his opponent's face and breaks them. Picking Kape. Spoiler alert. He in the casual parlay too. I know I just said Esteban Ribovics in the casual parlay. He might not be. I might put him in the should win. They getting bet on. How about that? They getting some action on them. I feel good about them. I ain't scared about shit with them. Dig what I'm saying? Douglas Silva de Andrade versus Sexy Mexy. Douglas got that good rusty kickboxing, you know, with some power. Oh, I ain't even change it. With some power. You know? Good BJJ. But he doesn't really shoot takedowns. Anyway, Sexy Mexy likes to come forward, get in his opponent's face. But he doesn't really shoot down. He does actually shoot takedowns when they're open, you know. If you overextend, he's going to change his level. He's able to get you busy up top, then he'll change his level. He'll shoot. He'll definitely shoot. I think Douglas is the better boxer, but Sexy has the youth and the speed. But Douglas, he's a tricky customer, as Lukey would say. You know? He can scramble as well. Plus 3.5 on Douglas may be a play for me. I think we like to see a decision. Sexy Mexy is supposed to win this fight. I'm going to pick him by decision. Close fight. Split decision. Moving on. Nasty work. JJ Aldrich first. I'm sorry. Call me a casual all you want. When you become used to losing so much, it's hard to shake that shit off. You almost become desensitized. There it is. Bro, Andrea Lee It's been a long day, bro. Andrea Lee is 2-8 in her last 10 fights. JJ has decent takedowns. Wants to come forward with volume, getting her opponent's face with some very, very sloppy striking. Andrea Lee has some decent counter striking, but I'm picking JJ. Spend too much time on this shit. Damn, we're flying through it, boys. I'm trying to get quicker because I can ramble. I know I can ramble. Danny Silva versus Lucas Almeida. Another fun fight. I like Lucas plus 3.5 a lot here, boys. Good boxing, good power. Comes forward, imposes his will, getting his opponent's face. And lucky for him, he's facing another boxer who will match the volume and strike with him. Danny's an animal, always working, wants to get in his opponent's face too. I think we'll see some clean in the pocket boxing. Or we'll see both guys respecting each other, not trying to get hit. But Danny gets hit. He's super hittable. I think he has a negative striking differential. Like, this is going to be an MMA boxing delight. I'm actually going to pick Lucas Almeida. Because maybe Danny outstrikes Lucas on the numbers, but I think Lucas could land the more powerful shots. You know, the more oohs and the more ahs. And Lucas has to keep it standing in case Danny shoots. But I'm picking Lucas Almeida. I think he's going to not outstrike him, but I think he's going to outdamage him. You know, and the number's going to be close enough to where it's like, yeah, we're going to give this to Lucas Almeida. Moving on. Already, I'm seeing a lot of people pick Montana De La Rosa. I'm not one of them. Look. It's a straightforward pick for me, guys. I'm all over Carolina here. It was a Carolina. Luana. I'm going to call it Luana. It's a stylistic matchup that she's been fighting in almost every one of her recent fights. Montana's a wrestler. She has good shots, but her hands are not respectable at all. She won't be able to set up her takedowns with the hands because they're just not respectable at all. Luana is good on the feet, keeps her opponents on their toes, has really good takedown defense, can work in the clinch, can box in the pocket if need be, always ready to defend takedowns. I'm all over Luana. She literally only has to defend takedowns, which she has good takedown defense. Montana offers no threat on the feet whatsoever. I think her Muay Thai is going to be clean enough for her to just outstrike her, and she is the pick. Now we got Charles Johnson versus Ramazanbek Temirov. Look, this is a banger. An amazing way to start the card off. I wouldn't be surprised if it moves up. It's an amazing way to start the card off. I mean, it could be fight of the night as well. Look at this player build, ladies and gentlemen. And I was telling him to test his piss, but he must have passed. I think this guy was fighting at 115 somewhere. I could be wrong. It's going against Charles Johnson. I think it's going to be footwork and precision and shot placing versus explosiveness, speed, and power. I think Charles is the overall better fighter. Better on the feet. Better on the ground. More technical. Ramazan is just so damn dangerous, though, and his power is for real. But I'm rolling with Charles Johnson. I'm going to play him. The only reason I haven't played him yet is because the odds just keep getting... He becomes more of a dog and more of a dog as the days go. I'm going to play him. I'm going to lean on the veteranship. I think he's going to be able to dance, stay long, stay rangy, threaten those front kicks up against this little guy, move around in the first round, maybe even shoot, take some wind out of his sails, build a lactic acid. I say that a lot, but whenever a guy relies on explosion like that, whenever you can make him work and build up that lactic acid and put a little fatigue in them, it works in your favor and they slow down and all of a sudden it's not as much pop anymore. You know, it's not as much explosion anymore. And now your best thing is out of the window while I'm just building in this fight. Charles Johnson is a dog. He wants to stay active. Seems very, very motivated. He's trying to get to a title shot. Training his ass off. I'm all over Charles Johnson. I do think my nerves are going to be bad because Ramazan is very, very dangerous. But I'm rocking with Charles. I don't think Charles has ever been KO'd in his career. I'm rocking with Charles. By decision. Maybe even a finish. Submission could be tricky here. That's been it. I feel like we ran through it. It felt like we were good on time. Like, I'm subscribed. Share this to somebody I know they'll enjoy just like you did. Don't be stingy. Share me. Don't be silly. Jump the gilly. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. How about that algorithm? You ain't got to go home. You just got to get up out of here, man.